Tom Dallas knocked out his last 8. He's a 6'6" roofer from Kent. We saw him pull off a fantastic one-punch knockout win against Lee Swaby. Taking on a familiar face, Daniel Peret, mixed with some of the best of the current crop of British heavyweights. The only British fighter to stop him, a certain Tyson Fury. Join this one from the start.
Second round.
Well, some are starting to sense that Chatham roofer Tom Dallas is the real dark horse of this competitive heavyweight pack. 10 out of 10 so far, and he's crushed his last 8 foes rather quickly. In front of him tonight, a more dogged type, Daniel Peret, strong, hardened journeyman who we've seen plenty of times here before. Could be the perfect opponent at this stage, Jim.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a good time for the heavyweight division. A lot of big punchers in the division domestically. I think Dallas has a kind of sharpness of punch that they don't all possess. You know, you can do it with one single shot. He's very heavy-handed. We've seen him stop a couple of people who are not easily stopped. Again, tonight, he faces an opponent who's not easily stopped. So we'll see if that natural punching power can do his job once more. But the main thing is he keeps it tidy and he wins.
Good right hand, just around the top of the head from Dallas, who produced a cracking right to finish Lee Swaby in double quick time last time out, a few miles away in Dagenham.
I just think we saw a sample of that heavy-handedness that he has, and that's a terrific right-hand punch. And you can see it knock Peret back onto his heels. Peret will keep trying, as he always does. But he has been stopped before. We've seen him be stopped before. And a few more of those right hands maybe just take the ambition away from him.
Not stopped often by British opposition, though. Only Tyson Fury, who forced Peret to retire after a couple of rounds. That's got a win over Larry Olabamiwo and Scott Belshaw, Daniel Peret. He's not bad, but a good uppercut from Tom Dallas. Lovely punch picking, and he's hurt Peret.
See, that's the thing with Dallas. He doesn't have to set himself. It's just that natural punching power, and that uppercut was a beauty. Just came from nowhere, and you can see the effect it's had. Peret really can take a shot, but you can see that one showing up in his legs. Tremendous punch. Here's the uppercut again.
Yeah, lovely shot. Blood to the lip of Daniel Peret. We don't see him dominated quite as one-sidedly as this very often. Good start from Dallas.
Yep, and you have to be impressed at the fact that Dallas is so patient. He knows he has the power to finish the job. He's not in a hurry to do it. He's not wasting any punches. He's staying right on top of Peret, just waiting for the target and letting another one go. This is real cool, impressive stuff from him.
Rather a slow start onto the professional scene. First couple of fights, Tom Dallas, but he has matured so quickly, the 25-year-old. His last 8 opponents have fallen inside 2 rounds. Lovely right hand from Dallas. Peret badly shaken at the end of a torrid... Former amateur with St Mary's, and got to the final of the super heavyweight ABAs a couple of times. Tom Dallas, 25 years of age, and turned over almost 2 years ago in with Daniel Peret, who's in fight number 45. And just can't get out of the way of some of these straight shots, particularly with the right hand from Dallas.
It's when Peret leads with punches, he leaves himself open a little bit, and that's when the solid punches of Dallas take effect. When he's blocking the shots or partially blocking them, he's fine. But it's when he lets a couple of punches go, that's when it's dangerous for him.
Marked up by the left eye, Peret, who tries to sling in a hook, and I think there might be a cut opening for Daniel Peret to add to his troubles.
Just a little dip in the work rate of Dallas. At the moment, he wants it back at long range again. He was just waiting for the referee to call break there.
Athletic, tall, physically good and strong for a heavyweight. Tom Dallas finding the angles again, and that eye worsening. And I wonder if that will come into play when he gets back to his corner at the end of this round.
Well, obviously, if Peret was looking for an excuse to get himself out of there, then he has one there. But I haven't seen him too often looking for excuses in his career.
That's why the promoters invite him back regularly to Britain. I think this is his 9th visit. Rarely gives a bad display, but he's being outclassed tonight by Dallas. It's a really buzzing British heavyweight scene, isn't it? Plenty of matches ahead in the next 12 to 18 months.
Maybe a little surprised Dallas has neglected the uppercut, which was so effective in the opening round. We've hardly seen one since. And the way Peret's coming bundling forward with his hands up high, it's the perfect punch for him.
Yep, marauding in, Daniel Peret. Never looks the part. Hardly cut, is he? But my word, he's strong. And there is the uppercut that you were calling for, this time with the right hand from Dallas.
Yep, I think that's the punch to finish the job. No disaster if this goes the full rounds, but Dallas is certainly capable of finishing this one early.
He is, and I think he'll want to continue to make a statement.
Round 5.
Well, uncharted territory now for Tom Dallas. First time he's heard the bell for the 5th round. Very much on the learning curve still. And in with this rugged competitor, Daniel Peret, who's been brought in to give Dallas rounds. Didn't look like he'd get through the first couple, but he has. Can he get through 6?
Well, it's going to become a tougher job now to stop Peret because, you know, he's past the halfway stage. So if he can see the end of the tunnel, then he's liable to want to hang on in there. Dallas shook him up a few times in the first and second round. Hasn't really done it since. So a big effort now. If it reaches into the last 3 minutes, then Peret will probably hang on. So if Dallas wants the stoppage, this is where he should raise the pace and have a real go at it.
At range when he drives Peret back with a big right hand. That's obviously the honey punch in the makeup of Tom Dallas. He's a real realist, honest type outside the ring, just wants to learn. Doesn't go around shouting his mouth off, doing anything controversial, as one or two heavyweights do. Just gets on with the job, old-fashioned.
Yeah, no, it's good the way he's always in control of his boxing. He doesn't throw silly punches from all silly angles. He's usually kind of decently balanced. So there's a fair bit to work with there. As I say, I would really have him pumping that jab out. I'd put him on the punch bag with the one glove on, just ramming into the bag, develop a real solid jab.
Yeah, you look at our top heavyweights of recent years, the likes of Lennox Lewis, now David Haye, even Frank Bruno, Herbie Hyde, all had very good jabs. So important in the heavyweights. Just walking through some of this now, Peret. Is Dallas just beginning to tire?
Well, this will certainly do Dallas a lot more good than a 1 or 2 round blast out. Just a little reminder, the next time he goes to the gym, you have to always be in great shape in this business. Can't always depend on the power getting you out of there.
Not only did he take Derek Chisora the distance, but last time out Daniel Peret took David Price as well. So no disgrace if Dallas does go the 6 rounds.
10 seconds.
He's winning it comfortably. That's what's important. Good right hand. Just makes Peret back off, which we don't always see with a Russian based now in final session. The stubborn Daniel Peret, who refuses to go away, comes back for more. Really good in patches, Tom Dallas. Under pressure once or twice too, especially with the left hook of Peret.
Peret will probably get a little bit cheeky in the last round. He'll be confident now he's going to see the 6 rounds out. He'll just want to make a little impression of his own professional pride, if you like.
He recently turned 37, Peret. Blessed with having that good chin and the strength to earn plenty of paydays around Europe. It's still clubbing away and giving plenty of shots of his own. Just not one of these journeymen that covers up and makes things awkward and mauls.
No, as we've said, that's the reason he's invited back so often. Always gives a show, complaining about punches behind the head. He's done that a couple of times. I didn't think that one was. I thought that was just around about the ear region.
Wonder what his thoughts will be, Daniel Peret, after this. Maybe when we see him next time, comparing the British heavyweights. He's fought most of the young prospects on their way up. I wonder who he rates, who he thinks is the biggest puncher. Which I think he'll mark Dallas fairly highly.
Yeah, but he's been shaken a couple of times, and every time Dallas did land cleanly to the head, it did stop Peret in his tracks. He would have a little think about what his next move was going to be. But he didn't land 2 and 3 big punches consecutively, and that's what he's going to have to do to get a tough nut and get Peret out of there. And that was a good shot.
It was, but he shakes his head, Daniel Peret, inside the last minute. He'll be desperate to survive. But good finish from Dallas, which is another tick in the box after his excellent start to this contest.
Peret looking a little bit heavy-legged here the last half minute or so. I think maybe he's used up all he's got, so he's still trying to throw punches. Have to hand it to him.
Cheeky right hand from Peret, but strong, solid. Good look about Dallas, isn't there?
Yep. He doesn't become rattled, he doesn't throw silly punches, you know, he's controlled the pace tonight. He's done pretty much what you expect him to do tonight. Won clearly against Peret. A stoppage would obviously have been a bonus, but in the long run, the 6 rounds have done him much more good.
Big hug of respect. Peret stands up to the firepower of Tom Dallas, who has to go to a points win for the first time in 9 fights.